What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday over here. Bitcoin had a little bit of a move to the downside earlier. Will it continue and actually bring down a lot of the crypto markets? It's very close to that breaking point, as I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. If it actually breaks down from that very bearish pattern I've been talking about on the weekly time frame, huge downside for a lot of the altcoins here. Okay, let's see if the crypto bulls are able to stay away from that. Also, going to be talking about the main topic of this post, which would be Fetch AI, FET token, and see what is going on in this market. Could there be some short-term upside if Bitcoin does not crash? Going to be taking a look into that. Going to be taking a look into some upwards and downwards price targets, as well as some key price levels this coin needs to break in order to go either direction. I am going to be giving you guys my personal opinion and sentiment on this market. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, nor an elite trader of any sorts, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear market. But I am looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the charts. So we do have Fetch AI here. Let's just come on to the weekly time frame, and we can see that it has actually broken out of a falling wedge pattern. Okay. Not very uncommon to see across quite a bit of these altcoins. I've done quite a bit of posts recently, and I've been seeing these falling wedge patterns, especially on the weekly time frame. Falling wedge patterns usually break to the upside, okay? So price action here, it actually looks like it has broken to the upside, right? Has actually gone on top of some major moving averages here on the weekly time frame, okay? We are basically on top of the weekly 21, 200, and the 50 here in this very close range here between about 23 cents and about 24 cents area. Okay, that is basically where those three major moving averages on the weekly time frame I am looking at, and price action has gotten on top of those three. That is a good sign. Now let's take a look into the measure target here. Okay, the measure target, which is basically the opening of the pattern. This would be the opening of the pattern. And then putting it on top of the breakout points. In this case, we have an actual breakout point, which would be right here. That will give us a measured move of a little over 50 cents here, in that 50 cents area, okay? Not going to be too exact on the value because I think it's an area. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Okay, now basically that's a measure target, measure move. It is an estimate only. It could be over or under. It does not automatically have to get there. Okay, it could still take some time to get there if and when. Do your own searches on what some of these trading concepts mean, like measure targets, measure moves. You want to familiarize yourself with what's going on in here because you don't want to constantly rely on someone talking on YouTube to give you the charts, right? That is the end game. Let's take a look into the 3-day time frame. 3-day time frame, we are actually above all major moving averages as well, with the last major moving average being broken here on this 3-day to be the 3-day 50, which is the gray line at about 25 cents area. Let's take a look into the daily time frame, where I see the daily 200 SMA, which is the orange line, currently at about the 28 cents area. We are above the daily 21 and the 50, okay? So those moving averages that are basically above the price action, I would expect resistance or sell pressure coming from those levels. Okay, now let's take a look into the possible downside. The downside, the first thing I'm going to look at, if there's any major moving averages beneath the price action, those are going to be very easy to identify as possible support, right? First of all, we have all major moving averages on the weekly time frame as support between that 23 cents to about that 24 cent area. Quite a bit of support there. Monthly time frame, we are actually above both monthly moving averages, the 21 and the 50 SMA, at about that 23 cent area. So quite a bit of support in that area. 3-day major moving averages, again, ranging from about 22 cents to about 20, almost 25 cents area. So quite a bit of support beneath the price action right now. Daily moving averages, 22 cents, 21 cents area to about 22 cents area. The daily 21 is coming up pretty quickly on a daily basis. Okay, so those are going to be the key supports I'll be looking at, about from 22 cents to the 24 cents area, I think. So, okay, so quite a bit of support beneath the price action right now. Support is basically where I would expect the buyers to come in if the price action was to drop down to those levels. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a bounce that would take the price action further up. Not necessarily. It could be also a bounce that, the price action comes down to before continuing downwards. Okay, just got to keep it realistic here. It could go both ways at any time. Now, if the price action actually breaks those key levels beneath the price action right now, then we're probably going to come back and revisit this chart later on and see if we're looking at something else instead. But until then, I think we have quite a bit of support to work with beneath the price action, as well as the resistances I mentioned, okay, above the price action. Now, if you guys have made it this far into this video, before I get into my sentiment and what I'm doing, let's also talk about Webull. If you guys don't have an account with Webull and want to get some free stocks for signing up, do check out my referral link down below. They're still giving away free stocks valued up to $3,000. Terms and conditions do apply when you open an account and deposit $100. And I will also get a referral bonus if you guys sign up using my referral link down below. Now, I did enjoy using Webull as an exchange. I think they're great for beginners to trade cryptos and stocks. And if you guys are going to trade anyways, why not get some free stocks? But I would not have most or all my money in any one particular exchange. I personally diversify my money across several exchanges in case one goes down, I don't get wrecked. So if that sounds like something that makes sense to you, do check it out in the description below. Let's go ahead and go to Bitcoin, which is basically still the driver of the market. Had a little bit of a scare today before getting a bounce back up here. However, we're very close to a possible breakdown, as it has been for the past couple of weeks. But I think this has been, it's getting close, right? Again. So this bearish breakdown is this double top pattern. Measure move, about 17K area. Will it actually get there? I don't know. It is an estimate, okay? Possible bounces at the weekly 50 SMA. Currently at about that 24.2 area. That's scenario number 1, very bearish. Scenario number 2, price action reclaims some of these. Well, I mean, it's going to retest, some of these major moving averages at about that 27-ish, 28K area. That is the next test, okay? Let's see if it reclaims it. Scenario number 3, if price action comes all the way back up to this upper trend line, that will complete this cup and handle pattern that has been building for quite some time on this weekly time frame. That will look a lot more bullish if it can come back to this upper trend line or even anywhere about 32K. then I am a lot more bullish on the Bitcoin market as well as crypto overall. Okay. What I'm doing currently is I am both long and shorts, depending on the setup, because I am seeing some good short setups. But if Bitcoin actually confirms this breakdown, I will most likely be liquidating my longs, right? So that's what I'm looking at. And that's basically it for this post. This wraps it up. I'm not trading any fetch right now, but it does look like it's something I will get involved with if I see a good setup. But if enough of you guys do want to see more of fetch, do drop a like, subscribe, comment, and I will bring you guys a follow-up if enough of you guys want to see it. This wraps it up. Have a great rest of the day.